anyone that has the John Deere X350R, this is a guide as to how to replace the drive belt. The difference, I found out the difference between a 350 and a 350R is that the R has a rear discharge, meaning the pipe for the discharge comes up through the middle, hence why the belts need to be either side. So it's a different layout to the normal 350. I presume the 350, because it's a side discharge, these belts can just come through the middle, I guess. To do it, as you can see, you need to take off the seat pan thing, whatever you call it. To do that, there are, as you can see, you don't need to remove the seat yourself. There are 2 bolts sort of underneath the seat area. There are 2 bolts underneath the foot plates. You just need a tool underneath here to flick this up, and it's just like a clip, so you can easily get to that. And then there's 2 bolts on either, there's 1 bolt on either side, so a total of 4 bolts that hold this in place. Once you've got your bolts undone, you need, for the deck lowering, you need to just kind of yank on it, or sort of lever it out, and it came out like this. So hopefully that will just go back in once I'm done. And then you've got some electrical connections on the seat, so you'll need to undo them as well. And there's some clips, so there's some clips that go clip into the bottom of the deck as well, so you'll need to remove all that lot. Also, you're going to have the foot pedals are 1 bolt, and it sits on a pivot, so you just need to undo that bolt, and then it will come off quite easy, and then it means you can remove the pan. On removing, the other thing you need to do as well is remove the steering arms. So the steering arm can be removed underneath up here, but I found it easier just to disconnect it here on both sides. And you also need to remove this bolt, which allows you to sort of get around the pulley. This kind of protects the pulley a little bit. Once you've got all those bits loosened, the other bit you're going to need to do is you've got a bolt which you can't get to when the body's on, which you need to be able to remove this bolt. To remove it, obviously it's just undo it, and then when you've got this bolt undone, there's a spring that sits on, as you can see, that bit on there. So what I done was I just got a bit of wire on it and pulled it, and I was able to get that spring off. Once you've done that, you feed the belt over the arms, up around the pulley, and then you can start to feed it up through the center. When you come to do it here, you need to bring, you need to feed it up the side of this, under this, over here, and basically just manipulate it all so that you end up with it under all these bits, because you've also got another pulley under here that we need that belt to be sat on. And then obviously the belt on the other side will go round the idler and then carry on to the back around the transmission. It is doable, but it is just a bit of a pain to get to everything. Hopefully this will help someone.